Good evening, everybody. Tonight I am going to be making a cheeseburger Alfredo. What you're going to need is a bacon cheeseburger Alfredo, actually. You're going to need some bacon. I like to always cut mine in half. That way I can use it later. So I would say anywhere from 4 to 6 whole slices of bacon. We're going to fry that up first. We're going to leave some of the bacon grease in here. And then we're going to brown hamburger meat with salt, pepper, garlic, and some of my mixed up seasoning. We're also going to put some chopped onions in there. I've got my Pick Sweet fresh cut ones I put that are in the freezer. If you were doing a regular onion, I'd say maybe half an onion because it's supposed to be more like a cheeseburger. I'm also going to be using the jarred Alfredo sauce. I've got the 4 cheese Alfredo. You can use whichever one you want. I usually don't get the like roasted garlic one or anything like that because again, it's supposed to be more like a cheeseburger pasta kind of thing, okay? And then I'm going to be using my penne noodles. You can also use the large elbow or any of those that where the sauce can get inside of the noodles. We're going to be topping it with some sharp cheddar, and I also had some double cheddar, so I'm just going to put some in, and then I'm also going to top it. So I'm going to get the bacon started, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, once the bacon is cooked, you're just going to let it set over to the side. I wiped out most of the bacon grease. I just left a little bit in there. You're going to break up your hamburger meat in here. We're going to get this browned on probably about a medium with all of our seasoning. Just give me 1 minute. I got to wash my hands real quick, and we're going to put the seasoning. Okay, so I got, this is a little over a pound, very little over a pound. And then I'm going to put my onions. I put about, put like a cup of onions in there. We're going to sprinkle some salt over the top. Pepper. You can use other seasonings, of course, you know, depending on what you like on your cheeseburger kind of thing. This is just kind of like your basic because, you know, you got your onions and you're going to have your bacon and you're going to have your cheese. So it's kind of like a cheeseburger casserole in a way. So let me just get this browned and I will be back for the next step. Okay, so once your meat and your onions are finished browning and the onions are clear, you're going to pour your jar, and it needs to be 15 ounces or smaller, not one of the really big jars. And you're going to pour that in a cup of your cheddar cheese. You can use a different cheddar. I like the sharp cheddar. We're going to get this stirred up, and we're going to let this simmer on medium and low. I'm going to cover it, and we're going to let this simmer while the noodles get done. So while this is cooking down and getting all nice and blended, we will get our noodles done. So once the noodles are bring to a boil, you're going to pour in about 2.5 cups of noodles, okay? Okay, after your noodles have had time to cook and drain, you've got them drained, you're going to pour them in here. What I didn't say is after you get all of the meat mixed up real good, you're going to just pull it off of the fire so that the cheese don't, you know, don't burn or any of that. So you just kind of set it over to the side while your noodles are finishing up. You're going to get all this nice and mixed up. We're going to cover it. Let me get this mixed up real good and I'll go on to the next step. Okay, once that's all nice and mixed up, you're going to take your crumbled bacon that you made earlier and you're going to crumble it over the top. And again, you can skip this part or you can make more bacon or less bacon. It's kind of up to you. Okay? And then right before you get ready to put it on the plate, we're going to sprinkle just a little bit more cheese just to kind of pretty it up. Okay, I'm going to cover this and let it sit for just a few minutes, and then I'm going to serve it up, and I'm going to put me some pickles with it. You can make you some garlic bread or anything like that to go with it. Just let me get this covered back up for a few more minutes, and then I will make me a plate. Okay, now I'm ready to get me a bite of it. We're going to get me some meat, cheese, and bacon here. I like the little petite pickles. It tastes like you're eating a cheeseburger with pickles. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, enjoy, y'all.